All right, troubleshooting video. This thing's been off and on. Sometimes it'll run decent, sometimes it's fucking piece of shit. Other times it's decent again. So this is a troubleshooting video. Want you guys to answer some questions on what you think it could be. So pretty much stuttering at high RPMs or not taking any more fuel, no throttle response, some injector knock. And I'm wondering if the boost is sticking because my boost is reading really freaking high. Feels super hot too, but maybe that's just how hot the 7.3 gets. I did the harpoon and hutch or whatever the hell it's called in the fuel tank, or pretty much same concept. So I cut the fuel tank open and I messed around in there, replacing or taking out the filters, replacing it with a 3/8 brake line, and then having the big filter on the end still. So there's some filter, and I was gonna invest in redoing the whole fuel system with fuel pressure gauges, with a fuel filter on the frame, and a few other things along with that fuel system, because I do not like the way this one's set up. I think it's shit. It's all problems everywhere you look. Those lines are a fucking cunt if you broke down on the side of the road. I don't like the push connectors. I'd rather have just 3/8 line. What else? I switched the fuel cap back because you're always having a peak in there. So instead of going with fancy, I sent that back towards money for an actual fuel system instead of just looks. I also did the fuel spring, hoping that upping the pressure would help. Yeah, IPR was done, ICP was done. Those are all brand new. Trying to think of what else it could be or what it is. I switched this piece out thinking, and I still don't think the boost is right, because if that gauge is right, yes, it's going off the map sensor, but it's reading like 30, 40, 50 PSI, which doesn't seem right. I got a turbo rebuild coming, and I do have a boost gauge on a parts truck I just picked up, so I might switch this out when I switch that, and he's got it drilled and tapped right there already. I'm trying to figure out what else I've done so you got an idea what it might not be. But I'm getting fed up with this thing pretty freaking quick. And the fact that sometimes it'll run good, or it runs good for about 10 minutes. Then it's either when it gets warmed up or when it gets clogged up, or both. It starts running crappy again. I just don't. The consistency in the throttle and throttle response and RPMs just doesn't seem right. And I guess I'll rev it up. And I just noticed this twisted. I'm wondering if it's an air issue. Maybe that filter sucks, because I don't think that I damaged that, but it's all twisted up and pulled in. Maybe that might be it. Fucking garbage, man. Everything is shit. And then also takes a while to start. I don't like that either. It never used to do that, so that's a new issue that it's having. Yep, it's an air fucking issue. You stupid bitch. So those air filters are junk. That might be part of it. We'll see. I press the throttle, that filter crinkles. So that's definitely clearly an issue that I just found after noticing that it was D-shaped and disformed. I really hate that you can't fucking hand throttle these pieces of shit either. Cummins, I'm just out here fucking whop, 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 and you can see what the hell's going on. This you need 2 people to work on, but this is a big problem. That's part of it. I'll send that fucking thing back because it's trash. And yeah, just keep figuring out what's garbage. Most of the 7.3 is, sadly. That's why I'm trying to rebuild the fucking thing to kind of my specs and how I'd fix things rather than how it's factory done, because I don't like them. But I guess I'll take that off, see what it does after that, and go from there.